The feminine is never fully satisfied. It always wants more feeling, more depth, more beauty, more experience, more aliveness. And when left without structure, it can consume everything. You might assume I'm talking about women. I'm not. I'm talking about the feminine that lives inside men, too. The part many boys were taught to abandon. The softness, the creativity, the emotion, the sensitivity, the deep longing to feel life. As Jordan Peterson has described, order is masculine, chaos is feminine. Order, the masculine, provides the structure. Chaos, the feminine, is the vital creative potential, the unknown from which new life and transformation emerge. But without the masculine container, that chaotic potential becomes overwhelming. Men often suppress this feminine side for decades, so when it finally returns, many drown in it, flooding into distraction, addiction, fantasy, pleasure, and endless escapism. Not because they are weak, but because they never learned how to hold what they feel. A man without his feminine becomes numb. A man without his masculinity becomes lost. The masculine creates the container. The feminine fills it with life. You need both. Structure without feeling becomes cold control. Feeling without structure becomes chaos. This is why so many mistake healing for abandoning discipline or confuse softness with surrendering leadership. The goal was never to destroy the masculine. It was to mature it, to make it safe enough for the feminine to emerge. Peterson emphasizes that the hero, mature masculinity, voluntarily confronts chaos, not to suppress it, but to bring order and meaning from it. As Dostoevsky explored so profoundly in his characters, unchecked passion and suffering without responsibility lead to destruction. Yet when held by love and structure, they become redemptive. He wrote, "What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. And to love is to suffer, and there can be no love otherwise. The deepest masculine presence doesn't suppress emotion, it leads it. The healthiest feminine expression doesn't resist structure, it trusts it. That's when love transforms, when neither energy has to dominate the other. Just like the ocean, the feminine was never meant to be controlled. It was only meant to be held. Dostoevsky showed us that real love is harsh and active, not mere dreams or sentiment. It demands responsibility and the willingness to suffer for what is true and good. Maybe your next season of growth isn't about becoming less masculine or less feminine. It's about finally learning how to embody both, the ordered strength that can hold the beautiful, alive chaos of deep feeling.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below.